The Philippine Navy declared its intention more than a year ago of trying to acquire at least 2 more second-hand Pohang-class corvettes to complement its existing surface ships as it replaces its World War II-era patrol boats and expands its fleet. Information from multiple sources confirming that active negotiations are underway on this topic. The Republic of Korea Navy still has 4 version IV ships available for transfer. Earlier, we informed you that there is also a potential to acquire additional Pohang-class corvettes at a later date, depending on the availability that can be allocated to the Philippine Navy or the capacity to receive additional ships. After negotiating 1 or 2 more ships, the Philippine Navy will have 4 Pohang-class corvettes. Whether the project of adding Pohang-class corvettes is still being continued by the Philippine Navy, because this information has been reported since 2022, and until now there has been no update on the project of adding Pohang-class corvettes. Previously, Max Defense Philippines received information from several sources confirming that, in addition to the acquisition of the Pohang-class corvette X-ROX Andong, PCC 771, the Philippine Navy is getting 1 or 2 more Pohang-class corvettes from the South Korean Ministry of National Defense. The Philippine Navy has begun the process of acquiring a second decommissioned Pohang-class corvette from South Korea. The Pohang 1 or 2 class corvettes will be Flight IV models, of which the Republic of Korea Navy still has 4 ships available for transfer. If this plan materializes, the Philippine Navy will have at most 4 Pohang-class corvettes, which include the X-ROX Chungju, now BRP Conrado Yap, and X-ROX Andong corvettes. Recall that the Philippine Navy Command decided to purchase a second Pohang-class anti-submarine corvette from the Republic of Korea Navy in November 2021. It is assumed the Philippine Navy will receive the corvette PCC 771 Andong, which has been decommissioned by the Republic of Korea Navy. The ROC Navy has so far transferred 40 ships to 10 friendly countries. These ships are used as a means to facilitate defense cooperation and overseas exports with the countries receiving Korean ships. South Korea is retiring 3 Pohang-class corvettes, all in the Flight IV variant, as well as 5 Chimshori-class fast patrol boats, just before the end of 2021. There is a high probability that the Pohang-class corvettes will be offered to friendly countries such as Vietnam and the Philippines. At present, the Pohang class remains the most feasible and fastest to acquire as a temporary replacement for Malvar-class patrol boats and as a force multiplier capable of anti-surface and anti-submarine warfare once new offshore patrol boats are commissioned. The Philippine Navy has expressed interest in acquiring a few more Pohang-class corvettes. It should be more aggressive in its request to receive more ships, especially now that it has a trump card to use: the selection of Hyundai Heavy Industries as the shipbuilder for the 2 new corvettes, which also includes Korean subsystems and munitions, including the Sea Star anti-ship missile and CMS Naval Shield, among many others. Max Defense PH believes that the Navy should have at least 6 Pohang-class corvettes in 2 squadrons. Currently, we already have the Pohang-class Flight III corvette BRP Conrado Yap and are in the process of transferring the ROX Andong Flight IV, so hopefully 4 more can be requested by the government. Pohang is a patrol combat corvette PCC of the Republic of Korea Navy, ROKN. A total of 24 ships were built by several South Korean shipyards: Korea Shipbuilding Corporation, Hyundai Heavy Industries, Daewoo Shipbuilding, and Korea Tacoma. The corvette's primary mission is shoreline patrol. The Pohang class is deployed as the main force to monitor defenses along the coast of South Korea. These ships are equipped to conduct anti-submarine, anti-ship, and anti-aircraft warfare operations in a coastal environment. As the Pohang-class ships were gradually phased out of the ROC Navy, replaced by the new generation of Incheon-class frigates and eventually by FFX Batch 2 and FFX Batch 3, BRP Conrado Yap, PS-39, is a Pohang-class corvette currently commissioned by the Philippine Navy. She is the first modern corvette and one of the most heavily armed units. After 4 years of operation at sea, the Philippine Navy rated the Korean patrol corvette as capable of defending 7,107 islands and having the best conditions for patrol and coastal defense.